From the peaceful hills of the Shire to the fiery chasms of Mount Doom, the Lord of the Rings trilogy redefines cinematic storytelling. Join us as we journey through the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and the Return of the King, a tale of friendship, sacrifice, and the struggle for the fate of Middle-earth. The Fellowship of the Ring. A humble hobbit named Frodo Baggins inherits the One Ring, an artifact forged by Sauron to enslave Middle-earth. Accompanied by 8 companions, the Fellowship sets out to destroy the ring by casting it into Mount Doom's fiery depths. But betrayal and shadow gather as the group fractures. The Two Towers, the Fellowship's remnants scatter. Frodo and Sam continue alone toward Mordor. Aided by the conflicted creature Gollum, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli ride to aid Rohan at the besieged fortress of Helm's Deep. Meanwhile, Gandalf returns, reborn as the White Wizard, to confront the darkness rising in Isengard. The Return of the King. Frodo and Sam press on despite despair, guided by Gollum. Aragorn claims his rightful throne in Minas Tirith. In a desperate gambit, the defenders engage Sauron's forces at the Black Gate to distract the eye of Sauron and give Frodo a final chance. Ultimately, the ring is destroyed, but victory comes with great loss and lasting change. Peter Jackson's cinematic adaptation redefined epic fantasy. Filming all 3 films back-to-back over 274 days created unmatched continuity. With a combined budget under $745 million, the trilogy grossed nearly $3 billion, while winning 17 Academy Awards, including Best Picture for Return of the King, which swept all 11 nominations. The performances: Elijah Wood as Frodo, Ian McKellen as Gandalf, Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn, Sean Astin as Sam, are deeply emotional, grounded, and transformative. Andy Serkis' Gollum redefined motion capture performance. The trilogy's visuals, costumes, and world-building remain benchmarks, and the score by Howard Shore, with more than 50 leitmotifs, provides emotional storytelling beyond dialogue. Epic friendship and sacrifice. Frodo-Sam's bond reflects courage under burden, an emotional core to the tale. Corruption of power. The ring serves as a metaphor for how even the best can fall under temptation. Gollum's tragedy illustrates that fall, good versus evil free will, contrasted across cultures. Hobbits, elves, dwarves, men, all unite. Evil is powerful, but fragmented. Hope is fragile, but contagious. Light versus shadow cinematic storytelling. Cinematographer Andrew Lesnie and crew used lighting to shape mood, from the warm glow of the Shire to the cold gloom of Mordor. Howard Shore's score underscores theme and culture. Music bridges action and emotion. Notable facts and production insights. Fact 1. All 3 films were shot simultaneously over 274 days, matching Apocalypse Now's legendary schedule. Fact 2. Over 19,000 costumes, 2,000 weapons, and 10,000 arrows were created to bring Middle-earth to life. Fact 3. 8 of the 9 Fellowship actors tattooed the Elvish word for 9 on set in Wellington. Jackson got the 10. Fact 4. Viggo Mortensen replaced Stuart Townsend mid-shoot. He insisted on doing real sword stunts, even breaking toes, and became one of the best-trained swordsmen. Fact 5. Gollum was originally fully CGI. But director Jackson was so impressed with Andy Serkis' audition that he switched to performance capture, redefining visual effects. Fact 6. The iconic "one more step" line was a last-minute addition, and became deeply emotional. Fact 7. Sean Astin and Orlando Bloom were injured but returned immediately, like true hobbits of resilience. Gimli actor Rhys Davis is actually tall dwarf. Many extras were women in fake beards. Fact 8. The Battle of Helm's Deep took 4 months to film, the longest single sequence shot at night. Fact 9. Despite huge box office, the cast were contractually paid modestly, no huge salaries. Elijah Wood called the experience priceless even without big pay. Fact 10. Lord of the Rings inspired Tolkien tourism. New Zealand tourists visit filming sites, some regions briefly renamed as Tolkien holidays. The Lord of the Rings trilogy became a benchmark for fantasy cinema. It shaped popular culture. Mythos of orcs, hobbits, elves are now everyday in media from DD to film. Tolkien's hopes for a living mythology came true. As Screen Rant writes, Jackson's trilogy remains unmatched in emotional depth, visual scope, and cultural impact. Fraternity and human stories weave through every frame. That concludes our deep dive into the Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Fellowship, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. Which moment moved you most? Frodo's sacrifice? Sam's loyalty? Aragorn's coronation? Tell us in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more cinematic journeys into legendary stories. Until next time, may your path be strong, your courage steady, and your heart hopeful.